Rutledge. Number 12, Karul Yurga. Number 20, Bernardo Torres. Number 21, Colin Burke. Number 26, Diego Alfieri. Number 27, Alex Kohler. Number 30, Nick North. Number 43, Ethan Glissendorf. Number 46, Frankie Dolce. And in goal, number 99, Jack Howard. Please stand and recognize the flag on the north side of the stadium for our national anthem.
Good evening, folks, and welcome to another edition of Thunder Live. Tonight, your Sioux Falls Thunder are hosting the Dakota Fusion. Dakota Fusion is the top team in the division right now, as they boast a record of 5 wins, a draw, and 0 defeats. And your Sioux Falls Thunder are looking to get their first win of this season with a record of no wins, 2 losses, and 2 draws. It's a beautiful night here at Bob Young Stadium, but it's a hot one. So hopefully the boys are hydrated. Looks like we've got a full allotment of substitutions. So we'll see how the boys fare in the warm conditions on the turf. And it's 86 degrees, and if you've not been on artificial turf standing in the sun, I've been told that it adds about 10 degrees to the temperature. So you figure if it's 85, 86, then you add another 10, you're getting into the mid 90s, and you're running around in that, giving 100% effort. It can be a daunting task. So we'll see how the boys fare tonight. As usual, your Sioux Falls Thunder will be wearing the black and checkered kit, black with the red checkers on it, and Dakota Fusion are going to be in their away strip with the yellow and black. These two teams just faced off over the weekend, Saturday, and it was a 2-0 victory for the Fusion. But, the Thunder battled really well, defending really well in that game against a team that scored, 15 goals, on the season in 6 games, So you do the math on that. This Dakota Fusion team, they can score. And that's something that Sioux Falls Thunder has struggled with this season. They've only got 3 goals, and they conceded 8. And half of those came in that Duluth game where, again, that game ended 4-1, where the Thunder were giving it everything they could defending, but they really had, nothing going forward for the most part. So we'll see if they can turn the tables on that tonight. It looks like the referee is ready to get this match under the way. And the Fusion's going to have the kick, and they're going to be moving from right to left on your screen. And pardon me if I don't pronounce some of these Fusion players' names properly. Looks like they've got a lot of international flair in their starting 11 tonight. But we do know that Jack Howard starts between the pipes for the Thunder with, it looks like, Trimble, Glissendorf, Dosey, and Kohler in the back line. All right. Oh, and I thought Trimble had got away with one there, but the referee spots the foul, and she gives the free kick to Fusion. And the Fusion are just making simple passes, trying to move the Thunder from right to left. And it looks like the Thunder are going to come out and kind of a reserve press here. Goalkeeper's going to go long. He's looking for the run of the left back, and it looks like Josiah played that off the Fusion, and he's going to win a throw in here on the near touch line. And he's looking for Burt, but it's one with Fusion. The Fusion's away, and oh, I'm not sure what that signal was, but I thought the Fusion player was going to be away, and the Thunder player, I didn't think made a play on the ball, but it is early doors, so you know she's probably going to be allowing that one to go without a booking. But if number 12 does that again, I'm sure his name will be taken here. And he's going to give away another foul. And it's Jurga, number 12 for the Thunder. A couple fouls in a couple minutes. He's got to be careful here in the next few minutes not to give up an early yellow card. And the Fusion played a couple vertical balls through the channel, but it's sniffed out by Burke and collected by Dosey. And he finds Jurga in the midfield, and he looks to swing it out wide. And he's got Trimble in some space, and he's going to play it short. And that's Kohler. And Kohler was looking for the run, but Jurga, he's in the penalty area. If he can make something happen here, and it's good defending there. It looks like he took a loose touch, and he just couldn't get his feet right on that. And it allowed the Fusion defender to clear it out of danger. Kohler's going to whip across, and he's got North there. And I believe, and we've got a free kick coming out here. Looks like a dangerous play by Nick North attacking that ball. You know, a player his size, you know, he should be trying to use his head there for the most part. I mean, you know, a jumping kick would be, his head would be about the height of the kick there. So he gives away the free kick and the foul, and he lets the Fusion off the hook there. Now they're possessing the ball with number 10 here in the back, and they're going to switch the field. And then the right back's on it. And again, they're going to just move the Thunder defense around here as they just play a little possession game here in the back. Big ball switch. And it's headed and kept in play, and Josiah's going to recycle it back to Howard. And Howard's got the flank open, and he switches the field. It's chest trapped, and Burke couldn't control it. Number 7's away with it. And the Fusion team is very calm in possession. They're just moving the ball from side to side. Looks like they've got their center back split, as most teams these days are going with. And there's some good pressure there. And looks like number 9, Owen Rutledge, with that pressure, wins a free kick in a dangerous position. and this has to be a shot on goal from this distance and where the ball is going to be placed down at. And it looks like they're going to switch the ball out. I thought we would get through the game without any kind of issues with the equipment, but it seems to be a running trend here at Bob Young. Balls and goals so far these first two home games. So still trying to get some things sorted out. So it looks like Bernardo Torres is lining this one up. And he goes low and it's blocked. And then it's cleared away. And the Fusion, oh, and that's good defending there by Josiah Tremble. He saved an attack there. Oh, and you'd like to see them get something more out of that free kick. Torres tried to go low there, and the wall didn't jump, and then it's just blocked and cleared away, and the chance is gone. But that was some good pressure by the Thunder as they won that free kick in that dangerous area. Ball played back, not sure. Again, the ball turns over. It's won by Thunder. It's played with North. North finds Torres. Torres is looking for Yerga. He leaves it. Oh, and if you're going to leave the ball, you have to check your shoulder and know where your teammates are at. But the Thunder recover it. Yerga is doing a couple of Maradonas here. And he's got Kohler. And Kohler looks to drive into the penalty area. Some good defending by Fusion. And they clear it. And it's going to find Josiah Tremble. And he finds Kohler. And he does a little rollover, and he's trying to find it, and he just kind of a loose touch, and it got away from it. But Burke's there as Fusion tries to clear their lines. But Burke intercepts that and recycles it with Glissenthorf. Now with Dulce. Oh, and he takes a loose touch, and it's going to go the other way here. And the Thunder get their numbers back and get behind the ball to stop that counterattack. And Bernardo is going to give away a free kick in the center circle. Now, I believe that's 4 fouls so far on the Thunder. Dakota Fusion tacking down this left flank. Ethan with some good defending and some good cover there. And now they're trying to build out of the back with a lot of numbers. Oh, and a lovely ball by Tremble. Oh, what a crafty little pass that was to find his runner up the right, just right on the touchline. He had to get that right. So it's a free throw in for the Thunder here. Lovely ball. We're going to have our first corner of the night. Let's see if they can use this. I will say that the Sioux Falls Thunder has come out and been very aggressive tonight. They look to be going forward here. They know they need to start scoring some goals. So maybe an early goal is just what the doctor ordered. Ball's whipped in. Oh, and we almost had an on goal there. Looks like number 23 for the Fusion put that one out. Mayata. He almost put that in his own net. But now we'll have a corner from the near touch line. It looks like a left-footed kicker, and he's going to whip this in. It's low, and it's dealt with. It's still in the penalty area. Fusion still have some work to do, and they clear their lines again. They're not messing around. Throwing it with North. Nice chest trap. And number 12, Yarga just fluffs his lines on that one and doesn't get that correctly. And now we're in transition mode here with the Thunder. Number 17 skips past Trimble. And he finds his number 20. He's looking for the cross. Some defending to do still. And Torres finds the loose ball. Nice little return action. He's got the left or the right flank open over here. And that's Rutledge. It looks like Rutledge and Kohler may have switched sides after that last corner kick. So now Rutledge is manning the right flank and Kohler switched to the left side. And Yarga is battling, and he finds the run. Oh, and he's going for goal. Oh, and that's not far off there. I like the early shot. You can't score if you don't shoot. And that was number 26, Tiago Afiri. Now the Fusion comes the other way. Nice little back heel, but Glissendorf deals with that fairly easy. And it's with Kohler, and he looks for the run to Nick, and Nick's in. And that's some good defending there by number 4. He just gets ball side of the attacker and kind of shields him, and then the ball is dealt with fairly easy. And Burke finds Yarga here. Oh, and I thought he was going to have a go for it. And he played the ball a little bit in front of Rutledge there, and he couldn't keep that one in play. First Premier and Premier Bank Card are proud sponsors of the Sioux Falls Thunder. For all your financial needs, choose a company that's locally grown and nationally known. First Premier Bank and Premier Bank Card, member FDIC. And the Fusion are attacking. That's good defending by Dulce. Looks like he got a haircut since the last time he played here at Bob Young. My trusted spotter, Spencer, picked that out. The Fusion finds a nice little through ball here, and they've got Dakota. And Dakota Fusion chips one in, and it's dealt with by Glissendorf, and they missed him at the match last weekend. He's been a solid defender all season for them in the back, and it's hard to miss your defenders. I mean, ask any goalkeeper who's the most valuable field player, and they'll probably say they're pair of center halves. So it's nice to see him back in the squad today. And Fusion's looking, and he picks out a ball, and number 7's on it. He's looking for the negative ball. And number 20's gonna have a rip. Oh, and it's just off frame there. Not sure what our defender there, Yarga, was doing. It looks like, again, he kind of left the ball. I don't know if he just overran it, but I don't know if he thought there was a teammate behind him, but he left it for the Fusion player, number 20, and he had the first real good chance for the Fusion, and the Thunder catch a break there. And that was Dylan Ellingston on that one. And Jack's going to go long. And Burke's going to put one in long and look, see what Kohler's running for him. Oh, what a touch that was. And the ball's played in behind, but there's that man, Jack Howard. He's off his line. Oh, and he's got a loose pass there. They have to be careful. And Trimble, that's a good play there. He wins the ball, and I think the attacking player just steps over him. He's not going to get away with that one, though. See, when you're a goalkeeper and you're playing that high off your line, your passes have to be spot on. Oh, and that's a missed kick. That might go out. Oh, it stays in play here. It's whipped in. And Dulce's going to put that out of danger here. That was a tricky clearance by Yarga. He swung his boot at it. The ball probably had a little backspin on it. So his contact even gave it more spin, and it stayed in play. And good thing Josiah and the rest of the defenders stayed turned on there. Ball's cleared away. And Fusion are going to look to calmly just possess the ball here in the midfield. And they found the free man on the touchline. Oh, and he had the runner in. He just didn't see him. Oh, Josiah. Oh, and she's going to her pocket. She's had enough.
Yellow card, Thunder, number 2.
Yeah, you saw that comment here. Josiah just had a foul a moment earlier, and I think the Thunder are up to 7 fouls already, and we're 16 minutes in. And that's just good management by the referee there. Ball's whipped in, and it's headed a couple of times. And Nick is 1v1. If he can get that first touch right, it's a bit heavy. Now he's going alone here. And he's got 5 on him now, and he just, I mean, really, you're just better off going once you're 1v1 and going and getting any kind of shot you can, because at that point it was, 5 defenders versus 1 attacking player, and he just got crowded off the ball there with no real options to the left or right. But at that point, you like to just see him go for goal there. Be selfish. As a center forward, I think you're probably the one player on the field that's allowed to be a bit selfish. And so 17's just on a run here, and he's got a player to the left of him. If he can find him, we're going to have a shot. And it's just wide of goal there. It looks like his plant foot slipped, and he didn't get the right contact on it, but we'll definitely take that. Oh, another loose pass there in the midfield. And it looks like the Fusion told the Thunder, hold my beer on the loose passes, because they returned the favor and gave the ball right back to the Thunder. And Jack's going to look for Josiah up the touchline, and it goes out of play for a throw-in. It's been a fun 17 minutes, though. I mean, both teams have had some shots and end-to-end, and there's not a whole lot of filling out going on, and supposedly that's the right mind frame to be in, because they just played, whatever it was 4 or 5 days ago. So it's kind of like, let's run it back. We know what you're going to do, and you know what we're going to do, and let's just play tonight. And it's making for a very exciting first 17 minutes. And there's a goalkeeper playing another loose pass there, but the Fusion collected and looked to probably just recycle it. But it looks like, and the Fusion player skips by, and he plays. And it's going to stay in play here. Fortunate bounce for them. Number 17, he's looked dangerous so far in this first 15 to 16 minutes. And they're playing a little 1-2. And, Dosey's got to get this right. And I'm not sure what he was doing there. And they're in here. Jack's off his line. And he makes the big save there. Again, Jack bailing the Thunder out there. And he's been huge this year. Like I said, they haven't given up. I mean, they had the one game where they've given up, a bunch of goals, but, they're averaging about one goal a game. I mean, they gave up 2 at the weekend. And, I mean, that last goal came in at the 90th minute, penalty. Looks desperation defending there. But, they're averaging about a goal a game minus the Duluth game. So, but, unfortunately, they're not scoring a goal a game. So they've got to find a way to get some more goals and some more shots. And it looks like the Thunder are going to get a free kick here. Well done by the Thunder. And it looks like Josiah was just turned off there. Wasn't expecting his teammate to be able to keep that ball in play, and he was just a step off that. But Jurga's battling on the far sideline, and it's with Fusion. and they're attacking the other way here. Oh, we're going to have a free kick. And that was Alfari eagerly defending, but just got on the wrong side of the defender and tumbled him down there. And ball's put back in play, and the Fusion player's up. You can see why this Fusion team is, you know, top of the table here in the North Division, because they're just a good outfit. Oh, we're going to have a shot. And it looks like he scuffed that. But Jack may have had that covered anyway. So, but again, you can see why this team's top of the table, because they're a good outfit. The ball doesn't really stick to one player. They make quick decisions, and they're accurate with their passes. And if you make a mistake, they're going to be all on you. It looked like Alfari shielded his eyes for that one, as he's looking directly into the sun. Jack's going to try to find North in the midfield, and it's just over him there. And the Fusion are on it, but collected by North, and he finds Burke, and Burke finds Glissendorf. And Glissendorf's going to switch it out there to Alfari on the far touchline. Again, he's battling the sun, but he's 2 for 2 on those touches. Oh, and it's a loose pass there, and a possible handball. Yeah, I saw that up here. That's unlucky there. As a defender, you run with your arms, right? And then somebody plays the ball, in that area, and your arm hits it. But I mean, you can't play with your arms. So free kick is given here, and it looks like a left-footed kicker standing over this one. And he's looking for the cross there, and it's straight at Howard, and he collects that easy. And he's looking for options, but no one really to go to here, so he's gonna play Glissendorf here. And I'd like to see somebody running up that, making a diagonal run into that right area. Glissendorf surely would have found him. He used both hands that time to shield for the sun, but he's on it. Oh, and Nick. Oh, we're gonna get a free kick. It's in the wrong spot, I think. Yeah, unfortunate. Looks like Alfari was looking for the quick restart, but he was about 5 yards in front of where the foul was. So this ref's been on it. She hasn't missed a single decision so far. It's a good battle there by Torres. He finds Trimble. Trimble finds him on the return. Oh, that's a foul. And I'm not even sure. It didn't appear that the goalkeeper's down, so we're gonna have a stoppage of play. And I'm not sure. That's Jack Howard, folks. Not exactly sure.
We'd like to take a moment to thank our championship sponsors, First Premier Bank Card.
It looks like the trainer's coming. I'll try to get the inside scoop if my man Jack Howard dealing with any kind of pre-existing injuries coming into the match. I'm getting a couple shakes of the head, meaning no. So, not going to say what we suspect it could be. I think no one wants that to be. No one wants that on their name, but
Harris Law, Lindsay Harris and Teams, and LLR Trucking, and Four Brothers.
I'm going to go with maybe cramps. I don't know. He's not running much, but he's standing in the sun, and he's having to dive around, so you have to plant. Sometimes you don't realize, but when you plant off, you put a lot of strain on your calf muscles. So, but it looks like we're getting a unofficial hydration break here.
Premier Bank and Premier Bank Card, member FDIC.
We'd like to take the moment to thank our championship sponsors, First Premier, Matinee Accounting, and the Roundhouse. Thank you all.
14 at home again against Siouxland United. Festivities kick off at 6 p.m. for pregame tailgate with our friends at Roundhouse Brew Pub. Pizza provided, and you can get one of our stainless steel co-branded mugs for $20. The mug gets you $1 off each
All right, ball's going to be put back in play here with a Thunder free kick just right of the kickoff spot here in the center circle. And it's with Dosey, and he's just going to find Burke. And Burke's going to go to Howard. And Howard looks to chip one in behind it. And it's dealt with by number 4, Kamakura. And the Fusion are on here. They're breaking. And number 7 is just going to drive, and he's going to look for a couple runners here to the right of him. And that's brilliant defending by Alfari, as number 2 was streaking through the channel, Tota. And he would have been in on goal had Alfari not intercepted and blocked that out for a throw-in. And again, Fusion are just calmly switching it and playing it around the back here, and they look for midfielders to check. And number 3 is going to go long, and it's dealt with by Jack. And he finds Torres, and Torres is going to look for JT here in the right. Now it's with Glissendorf. He's being pressured. Burke being strong there. That's well done, and he's going to spring it out here to the left flank here with Alfari, and now it's with Yurga, and he's been loose with his passes, and it's absolutely been killing the Thunder attack tonight. He's had a couple loose passes and essentially just giving the ball straight to the Fusion. Something that he needs to clean up if the Thunder look to move forward and get a goal here. And the Fusion are playing some beautiful soccer. And we're going to have a shot on goal. And it's into the side net there by number 19. And it looks like we're going to have an early sub here. It looks like Torin Penner is coming on.
Entering for the Thunder, number 13, Torin Penner.
Oh, and it's Yarga. He's not going to get a chance to redeem himself tonight after, not the greatest 30 minutes or 28 minutes here tonight with a couple loose passes. So maybe he's dealing with some fatigue. I know he played at the weekend, and I think they only took 2 or 3 field subs up there. So some guys probably, are dealing with some fatigue over the weekend. Ball's back in play. Uh-oh. Oh, and there he is again, saving the day. That's the one benefit of having an athletic goalkeeper who, plays quite a bit off his line to be, if I'm being modest. But every now and again he's gonna bail you out here. Burke's looking for the run of north. Oh, and there's you got another goalkeeper well off his line, and he clears it long, and it's trapped by Glissendorf. Oh, and 13. He's straight into the game. We got offside here, folks. But number 13 straight in the action. He's got to get his sea legs. It looks like he was kind of slipping around here. Suppose these substitutes don't need much of a warm-up here. Oh, lovely touch by North. And Rutledge is in here. And he's doing a couple little step-overs. Oh, and he couldn't find Torres as he was looking to link with him, and he just couldn't find him. Oh, and that's good defending by Josiah. And we've gotten the ball down into that penalty area, a few times, and we've just been a touch or so away from being able to have a real chance. So we'll see if the boys can clean up some of their ideas and their passes and try to put some shots on goal here. We're 30 minutes in, and the score is still 0-0. Oh, and a lovely ball. And there's Howard. He's got to be careful. It almost gave me flashbacks to last year. Exact same area of the field, and he came off his line. And I think if you've been watching, you kind of know what happened there. I'm not going to jinx my man, but I definitely had deja vu on that one. And we're going to have a free kick. Oh, and Alfieri thinks he won that ball fair and square, but it looked like a foul from up here. So, like I said, the refs, she's been spot on it tonight. Looks like the left-footed number 3 is standing over that, I believe. He's probably gonna cross this again. It looks like he chips it in. Oh, and we're gonna have a goal, and we got offside. Saved by the flag, folks. A lovely ball though, and that's something that I'd be taking note to. You know, that number, I believe it was number 3 who stood over that kick, Gail Gonzalez. That's twice now in his free kicks. He's just been able to put that ball exactly where he wanted. And unfortunately, his teammate straight offside there. But something to be aware of. They've got some guys out there. Ball turns over. Let's see if they can. And he plays it to Nick's feet. And it was 3v3. And Rutledge is in. Oh, and he just puts it over the bar. Unfortunate. He couldn't keep that one down, and it looked like the ball just was bouncing just a bit. And those, when you're running, full speed, and it's just sometimes you get underneath that ball, and it's just so hard to get your body over top of it so you can drive it, and oftentimes you get underneath it. But a good little play, and I love the early decision by Nick North there. Last time he was in that position, he kind of waited, and then the defenders got back and crowded him out. But that time he learned from that, and that's a sign of a good player. He learned from that first opportunity, and this time he didn't allow for that to happen. He played the early chance to Rutledge, and we had a shot there. Some would say a pretty decent goal-scoring opportunity from that range. Fusion's attacking here in the left channel. And Ethan's there to put that fire out. And he twists and turns and he escapes, and he's going to play a split ball out there. I believe that's Kohler. And he's going to look for Alfieri. And he doesn't have a runner in front of him, but he's going to look to switch the field, and he just doesn't get enough on it. And Rutledge is going to force the defender to play his keeper, and Fusion's just going to knock the ball around here. But they do find a runner out in the right channel, and he's going to go by his defender. Kohler's going to take that yellow card there. For sure, he's taking that yellow card there. And if I'm being fair, I don't mind that, because he's clearly beat, and the Fusion have numbers, and you swap out a caution for a possible goal, and you do that every day of the week and twice on Sundays. But it's that man again, Gonzalez, standing over the ball with his left foot, and he's been 2 for 2 on these crosses. Let's see if and he's going for goal this time. He says he's not messing about. That's an interesting decision by him. He was closer a couple of times to goal, and he went to cross it, and he's further out, and he tries to strike it. So that's an interesting decision by him. Maybe he was trying to catch Jack off guard there. Ball's going to stay in play with the Fusion up here, and we're going to have a cross in. 17 had an opportunity, but he jumped way too early. And Burke's going to and we're going to have a yellow card, possibly. No? I'm shocked at that one, because I think if Rutledge is allowed a turn there, he's got plenty of space and opportunity and options in front of him. Usually when that happens, you would see a caution there, but maybe the ref just didn't see it the same way. Oh yeah, couple nice passes, and then that third pass was just off the mark, and the Thunder give away a counter press foul there. First Premier Bank and Premier Bank Card, an honor to help sponsor today's game and support the Sioux Falls Thunder, giving back to the communities and making a difference with their time and resources is the premier way. Member FDIC. Looks like we're going to have another substitution. And Josiah has run his race. Like I said, some of these guys just played on Sunday and probably played the full 90 plus any stoppage time. So, and it's, you know, it's got to be 90 plus degrees out there on the turf. So, you know, the coach is using his resources tonight to try to keep fresh bodies on the field and prevent any kind of injuries, because fatigued players definitely are susceptible to injuries. So Fusion's going to look for a long ball, and it's just going to go too long and straight to Jack, who calm, cool, and collective back there, just picks it up and says, let's go after it again, boys. And he's got that left channel open, and he looks for the run of Alfieri with a nice touch, and he finds, he was trying to link up with Kohler, and we've got offside there. So number 4, Ayane Hassan has entered the match. And with this first touch, he heads the ball down into an area close to his teammate. Bernardo Torres is on it. He sprays it wide to Alfieri. And now they've connected 4 passes. Oh, and it looks like Nick North was in an offside position there, unfortunately. All right. Oh, and that's the first mistake of the night by the Dakota Fusion, as number 4 just plays that ball straight out the touchline. And that's Kumakura. And Glissendorf is looking for North. A couple OG Knights trying to combine there. And Glissendorf is one of the center backs. He's playing center forward right now. He'd love to get a crack at a goal here if they could find him. Looks like I think this is going to go out for... It's going to go out for a corner kick. All right. So the Thunder get their second corner, or actually their third corner kick of the night. And it looks like they've had 2 from this spot and 1 from the other side of the field. So let's see if they can. It's going to be a right-footed in-swinger. It's going to clear everyone. Let's see if Burke can keep this in. And Burke does. And he's a strong kid, and now he's dancing. And he was looking to just play it off a Fusion player out for clearance. And then the Fusion player clears it out anyway. So it actually worked exactly as Burke drew it up. Oh, a loose throw there. Oh, we've got 1v1 here. And if I'm 17, I'm going at this. I'm going at him. And number 19 takes the big touch. Glissendorf is in recovery there. And He defends it, but Fusion is going to get a corner kick out of this. Looks like a couple of the Thunder players are wanting a word with the referee. And she says, nope, nothing doing here, boys. Get ready to defend this corner. So we're in the 41st minute here. Let's see if the Thunder can deal with this corner kick. It's going to be an in-swinger here. Oh, and this one's right at the goalkeeper. And he's up for the task, and he punches it and he clears everyone. It's out to number 7. And he goes all the way back to Sanchez, the goalkeeper, and he sprays it out to number 20, Ellison. And the Fusion do what they do at times. They just reset. And they go from left to right. They have these interesting patterns of play where they try to move the Thunder defenders, and then they look to go forward, and it's like 5 or 6 passes, and then they go. It's like they're trying to get the Thunder defenders to kind of turn off, and then they go. Their clever play breaks down, and the Thunder's going the other way, and it's with the substitute Penner and Hassan. Oh, and he plays that square ball with no pace on it and gets gobbled up by a diffusion attacker. But some good defending, and it's out. What a touch that was. Owen, take him. And he's looking to link with Penner. And you like to see these guys go forward a couple of times here. That's a clever touch. Bernardo's in. Oh, Bernardo. I don't know if it's just tired legs, but it doesn't appear that. Oh, that's a good ball. Nick's there, and he tried to bring it down on his chest. And I'm not sure, there was a flag up there, and now the flag's down. Not sure what the confusion was. If we score a goal, I think the Dakota Fusion bench is going to go crazy. Unfortunate for the referees there. The ball is with the Fusion, and no drama to be had. But we're all here for the drama, right, folks? And the Fusion looking for the long ball here. Now, with about 2 minutes and plus whatever she adds, I know Jack went down for a little bit, so she may add, a minute for that, maybe 2. Can't think of any other real stoppages. So maybe we'll get 2 minutes here. But we'll see if either one of these teams are eager to push to try to get something. Oh, the goalkeeper with a loose touch. He was off his line. And we got a shot on goal. And I'm pretty sure that's Kohler over there. And I think if he takes that one first time, I think that same contact and direction, he probably scores there because the goalkeeper was off his line. But he took a couple touches that allowed the goalkeeper Sanchez to get back in position and make a comfortable save. A couple of the best. Oh, that's some clever play. And the attacker just couldn't get that last touch right. But I suppose both teams would be dealing with some fatigue tonight. Oh, what a play. Bernardo, if he can get there, and he's just a little late on that. The Fusion are going to go the other way. If I'm the Thunder, I can't get loosey-goosey here in this last minute plus stoppage time and just start going forward and leaving holes in the defense. I'd probably play with a little bit more composure here, because the best chances have really come for the Thunder is mistakes by the goalkeeper, Sanchez, in the back. Fusion with some clever build-up. They're going to have a low cross, and Burke's there to cut that out. And it's still with Fusion. And they're going to have another go here. Oh, and it's a loose pass, but 17, he's been doing a lot of running tonight. He covered that ground, and Hassan puts that out for a throw in. Let's see if they can get organized behind this throw. And we're in a stoppage now. And it looks like 2 minutes is what they're going to get here. And it's with North there. And if they can get this 1-2 right, oh, and it was on, and that touch just got away from North there. Clever 1-2 by him and Ethan Glissendorf there. And again, Fusion switch it all the way from left to right here. And all that switch in the field makes the Thunder defense track both touch lines, and that can fatigue a team. So we'll see. Burke's going to go long. Oh, and he just plays it too direct. And Nick had a step on his man. I think that ball just needed to be played on a more of a diagonal angle, and he would have had a chance at that one. But Nick's been doing a lot of running tonight. And we'll see how much he has left in the gas tank as we get into the second half here. We'd like to take a moment to thank our championship sponsors, First Premier, Matinee Accounting, and the Roundhouse. Thank you also to our League One sponsors, First Premier Bank, Premier Bank Card, Waterbury, Lewis, Your First Stop, Hag Realtors, with Justin and Senta Pfeiffer, Pepsi, the Roundhouse Brew Pub, Dakota Times, Culligan, Avera Orthopedics, Matinee Accounting and Technologies, Neighborhood Dental, and Inca Salsa. Every time I save Inca Salsa for last, I want some Inca Salsa and chips at halftime. Maybe one of these days we'll get that. We'll get our wish up here. Right, guys? They're all nodding. I think Spencer wants the queso, is what I've been told. He likes queso, so. All right, I'm looking at my watch. We've probably got about 10 seconds left of stoppage here. And the referee checks her watch. And she's going to stop play. And that is the end of the first half. The score, your Sioux Falls Thunder, 0. Dakota Fusion, 0. All right. Well, it was an exciting first half. Get some refreshments. Maybe get some of that Inca salsa that we were talking about. And we'll see you in a bit. All right, folks, the boys are back out on the field, and we're going to get ready for a second half kick, and I believe the Thunder will switch. Well, obviously they'll switch sides, but they will have kick, and they will be moving from right to left on your screen. And I'm checking to see if there was any substitutions made at half, and I don't believe the Thunder made any subs. And I probably couldn't tell you if the Fusion did. Well, looks like they've got one player walking over to the table with his card in his mouth, so we are going to have a new Fusion player introduced to the match. Looks like number 11 is coming on. And that is Felix Bobing. Forgive me if I didn't say that correctly. And it looks like another sub as well. He's got his shirt on backwards, I believe. And it looks like number 25, Nomar Ogaz, is going to be introduced. And then Crisscross down here is going to jump a little bit, maybe on the field. He's got his shirt on backwards. Maybe he's just vibing today. And that's number 18. And that's Takuma Sota. Now watch, he comes on and does something miraculous and spectacular.
Entering the match for Fusion, number 11, Felix Wabe. Number 18, Takumi Sato.
And the referee is getting ready to start play. She's checking with the keepers, and she's gonna. Everybody looks like they're ready to go, and here we go.
David Bizimani.
All right. The Thunder cut out that cross, and they're knocking the ball around in the back. Nice little return ball by Bernardo Torres. He finds, it's with Glissendorf, and he finds Bernardo here in the left flank. Oh, and he's got the run at Ethan. And Ethan finds North. North with a touch. We're going to have a shot. Oh, goalkeeper's off his line. There's some contact. Referee says play on. Scuff shot, and we got offside, it looks like, somewhere in there. Wow, what a chance that would have been to come out and score within 30 seconds of kick. But it was the run of Ethan, and I wonder if they talked about that at half, because late in the first half he made a similar run, and we were going to have offside here as well. So both teams swap a couple offside decisions, and the ball's back with the Thunder here, about 5 yards, or I guess a little further back in their defensive half. And it's with number 20 Torres, and he's been, oh, and I love that reverse ball. And what a run by Rutledge to make the diagonal run from right to left and get on that. I think everybody thought that was going to go out for a harmless goal kick, and he put it in a fifth gear and got to that. So well done by him. And Alfieri's going to have a throw in here. Let's see if he can throw this ball deep into the penalty area. And anything can happen at that point. And he goes long, and Fusion's first to it. And then it's cleared away by the goalkeeper, Sanchez. Oh, and the ball was ricocheting around there. And oh, And that's good defending there by Burke. And he's going to go back to Jack. And Jack's got... He had... Oh, yep, and it's going to go out there. And I thought he could have switched the ball the other direction. And now we're going to have a quick throw and a corner kick here. But he had Dulcie there, and just to the right there, and I thought that was the easier, safer decision. But he put it back over in that left channel, and there was already some pressure in there. And now we get a corner kick, and they take it short. And they're going to whip one in, and it's going to clear everyone and go out for a goal kick. And it looks like we're going to have a substitution. I'm not sure if this player was announced already, but he's talking to the trainer. And Kohler with a nice run there, and him and Alfieri were combining. So we're going to have a throw, and it's flicked on, and North's going to make the run. Oh, and the Fusion player gets it wrong, and North picks his pocket. He's looking for the run of Kohler there, and it's just a ball ahead of him. Oh, good touch by Alfieri. He says, leave it and get out of my way. I'm going to drive here. Oh, and he's looking for Kohler to combine with him, and Kohler just turns off. I'm not sure why you would turn off there. I think you'd want to support the ball and be an option for him there. And again, just a miscommunication, and the opportunity's gone here. But that whole play was started by some good pressing by Nick North. Fusion's going to go long, and they're going to get their hand caught in the cookie jar again as they are called for offside here just around the halfway line. Something to think about. It looks like the Fusion has changed a little bit of their strategy. Instead of connecting 5 or 6 passes, it looks like they're going quick, and they're trying to catch the Thunder out in the back here. And you figure one of these times that runner is going to make the right run, and they're going to be on. So something to think about as we move forward in the second half. Now the Thunder are combining with some passing. And it's with Dulcie. Oh, and I like that clever ball there in the channel, and he just needed the run of one of his players. Oh, that's going to be a foul, no? Yeah, he got his hands extended. He's a big kid. Oh, and he's dancing on the ball. He better be careful not to get a silly yellow card for doing that. I mean, as a defender, you don't want to waste those cards. You want to put in a nice hefty challenge and earn one. And the ref's going to go over and have a word with him. And he'd be lucky to escape this with a booking, but she's been measured with her cards tonight, so she's letting him know, don't do that again. Ball put back in play short with Dakota Fusion. And I would say 50 minutes in, this is anybody's match tonight. Both teams have had opportunities to go forward. Both teams look up for it. And it'd be a great night for the Thunder to get their first win of the season. But it'll be a well-earned victory if they can pull it off. And Fusion go long, and Jack deals with that comfortably. And he releases Alfieri, and he's got a sprint on to get to that, and he makes a good touch. Oh, and there's just too many defenders there, but he presses and causes a mistake by the Fusion, and Bernardo's there. And there's some clever little link-up play here, and if they and it's just a scuffed contact by Kohler, and he was looking for Rutledge there on the right side there. And Fusion go the other way here. Some good defending there. And I have to say, I haven't seen all of the Thunder games live. Oh, a loose pass by Alfieri. That's probably his first mistake of the night. He's been playing well tonight. And Fusion are are looking. Oh, and they've got a free runner on the left if they can find him. Oh, and it's I think just poor contact on the pass there, and it skipped away here. But yeah, like I was saying, I haven't seen all their games live, but this is the best I've seen of the 2 home matches that we've done so far here, doing the Thunder live, and that's that's a big positive here. And she stops play here. I'm not sure. Oh, I'm not sure why she stopped play there. I thought Fusion was away with the ball. That's an interesting decision there. But the Fusion don't seem to mind, as she's done a good job tonight. They're not going to argue about that decision. Good teams usually understand, when you got a ref that's calling a good game, don't cry over spilled milk, so to speak. So, and again, Fusion go back to that building from the back, just swinging it around, the style that they were doing in the first half to find a free man, and they do, and he's with space, and he's driving forward, and he's got the width on here with number 2, and he's got the runner of number 17, and we're going to get a cross in, and he overcooks this, but it's going to be kept in play, and they're going to have another opportunity, another bite of the apple here. Number 22's first touch is good, and some good defending there by Dulcie, as we would have had a shot on goal there. Together, First Premier Bank and Premier Bank Card seek to make an impact for the good within the communities they serve. That's why Premier is a proud sponsor of the Sioux Falls Thunder, member FDIC. All right, so it looks like it's going to be an in-swinger, and it's played low, and the Fusion player left it. Oh, and if Nick could have got that first touch right, and it just gets away from him, and then it's just kind of cleared up the field. Sometimes you clear it, and if you've got a runner there, it's a pass, but he didn't have a runner that time, so that's just a clearance. They're going long again and again. Oh, yeah. And if number 11 just doesn't run towards the ball, I think that second runner was good, but because 11 was also running, he was involved in play, so that's a good call there. And it's a good idea by Alfieri. He's looking for Rutledge there on the right, but his direction is off, and it's straight to the goalkeeper. And Sanchez is going to go long, and Dulcie's up for it, but his header comes off the wrong direction, and Burke's got some defending to do, and he just beats the Fusion player to it and puts it out for a throw-in. Ball quickly back in play. Nick has just been pressing like a maniac tonight. He's just been on everything in front of him. He's been there. You wonder how much he's got left. Something to think about. They've got a game, I believe, Friday night back here at the Bob. And just looking at the weather over the weekend, it's going to be 80s and 90s all weekend. And that game is going to be against, the new team out of Sioux City, Siouxland United, I believe is their name. Good defending there by Glissendorf. Well done. I thought that we were going to have a shot on goal here, but he clears that out of the danger, and Rutledge flicks it and looks for Nick, but it's cut out by the Fusion, and they're going to go the other way here. And the ref's going to just go play on here because the goalkeeper has the ball and is going to allow the Thunder to play quick there. But again, had that ball been closer to one of the attacking players, they were going to be called for offside again. So again, they've made some substitutions, and it looks like they've changed a little bit of how they want to try to attack the Thunder in the second half, and that was Felix Babing. He's been making the runs here. Long ball goes. Rutledge does well to keep that in the Thunder's possession. He recycles it to Pender. Pender's looking for Nick, and that's just and that's just unfortunate. That's unfortunate. But again, the Fusion aren't complaining. That's a sign of a team that understands that, your referee's working hard for you tonight, and she is a part of the field, so you have to be aware of her positioning as well. So if you dribble the ball right into her, that's probably more on you than her, and you don't see any complaining. So some good pressure there by Penner, and he puts some pressure and forces the mistake there, and the Thunder is going to get a throw on the plus half of the field here. Let's see if they can get something out of this, and looks like somebody's checking in the subs to sub into the game. Cesar Requena. And Alfre's going to take this throw, and he's going long. He's looking for Nick. Oh, the defender's kind of was halfway up his back there. It's still with Rutledge. He's got support with Torres. And Torres is going to go long, and that's his second time he's tried that long diagonal cross, and neither attempt was successful. I think he just needs to keep his eye on the ball a little longer and make clean contact. But he's kind of scuffing these. And again, some of these guys, probably a little fatigued. I don't want to keep saying that, but it is the reality of the situation. And it looks like number 26, Thiago Alfrey, his day is done. And he put in a good game tonight. And this was my first time watching him. And he's a good player. He's somebody to look for in the future. And as the PA announcer said, Cesar Requena enters the match. And he's a feisty little center forward. And hopefully he can get up there, and he's going to have his first touch. And I don't know if he meant to leave that for Torres or not, but Fusion's going to take that and go the other direction. And they're looking for he was looking for a runner, and no one made the run. Oh, he's looking for him again. And they are going to go long, and I believe the referee stopped like he was going to put his flag up, and then he didn't. That would have been an interesting decision had a goal win. He's not even close to the second to last, but he does get the call as offside. So I think he might have confused himself on that last attacking phase there. And sometimes it happens. You think you see something, you stop your feet and play continues, and then you're kind of in scramble mode trying to find your second to last defender. So, but it'll be interesting to see, because it looks like the Fusion have changed their attacking philosophy in the second half, and they're just chipping balls in every chance they get now and hoping to try to break the Sioux Falls dam. But so far, they're airtight. Sioux Falls goes long here. Requena's involved, and he's battling. Oh, good defending there by Dosey. I'd like to see him penetrate, and he does, and he's in. If he can get this pass on, and he had Requena to the left of him, and he just missed him, and he was in on goal there. Oh, folks, that would have been an opportunity for the first goal of the night. And Requena was upset not to get that pass there, as he made a good run and was onside there. And sometimes you get those center backs carrying the ball out, and once they get going, they're like a runaway train. They almost, they don't know when to stop or when to pass. They just keep going, and And that's unfortunate that they couldn't connect on that one. First Premier Bank and Premier Bank Card knows that there are no shortcuts to success. It's achieved through hard work, integrity, and believing in both yourself and your team. Premier is proud to help support our area athletes as they work to achieve their goals. First Premier Bank and Premier Bank Card, member FDIC. And it looks like the veteran Eric Beltran's going to check in. And I believe he would probably be subbing for Nick North if I had to guess. Howard's going to go long. Hassani's up for the challenge. And he wins the ball there. Let's see if he's got the pace to get there. Oh, and he goes to ground, and the defender, I think, was scared of the contact and pulled out. And Hassani won the ball and just couldn't find North there to the left of him. That was an interesting little sequence there, folks. And if the Fusion, there was an unmarked man here in this left flank, number 17. He was holding a width, but now he's gotten a little tighter, and now he's gonna get wide again. If they can find him, he had plenty of space, but Kohler's over. Or no, I'm sorry, there's Rutledge. A nice channel ball in, and Seven's dribbling. He's twisting and turning Dosey. Oh, and there's some good defending there, but they still got work to do, and it's cleared away by Dosey. And I think that was Burke that got back in the nick of time to block that shot there. Because, and Hassan's down there, and the referee's got to surely stop play, and she does. And so it looks like we're going to have maybe a double substitution here because Hassan's down, and I wonder if he pulled something when he stretched out on that play where he went to ground and the Fusion player kind of backed out of it, or it looks like he might be cramping.
If you're part of a local team and are interested in doing a walkout with these small boys and girls during the game, please find Naomi. Give your name and number at the gate. We'd love to work with you for an upcoming game this season or next. Entering for the Thunder, number 10, Colton Douglas.
Somebody just got a yellow card, and I believe it was number 3 for the Fusion, Gal Gonzalez. And I'm not sure what that conversation would have been about.
Yellow Fusion, number 3.
I don't know if he was complaining about the Sioux Falls Thunder being over, getting water and kind of really slowing the restart, or I'm not sure what that was about. They're going to go long. I believe he's onside this time. Oh, no, the ref said he's offside. Oh, and the Fusion bench just erupts. So there's some professional referees in the booth here said he was offside. I thought he was on when the ball was kicked, but
He was off by about 2 yards.
this game is being recorded, so I might have to place a bet with my comrade up here later. One of these times, he's going to time his run just spot on. And what was that, the 66th minute? I'll have to make a note of that in my notes here. Close offside decision. All right, so ball is back in play. And it's with the Fusion. And it's kicked around here a bit. and Rutledge puts his foot through it, and Beltran's in the offside position. And the Fusion put it back in play about 20 yards away from where the AR was at. But some teams, just like those quick restarts, they don't really care if it's 10 yards, 20 yards behind where the infraction occurred. They just want to get the ball back in play. And maybe that's what that Yola card was about. Oh, some clever build-up. Oh, 17's in on goal. He has a shot. It's off the crossbar. And I believe it ricocheted off the football upright and came back in play. So it should be a goal kick. And that was a real good chance by the Fusion. First real chance of the second half. There was Brandon Garcia, number 17, was in, and he had the power and pace and just couldn't keep it down. A loose pass here. Ethan's got to put this fire out, and he calmly flicks it away to Burke. And Burke's going to put his foot through it, and he's looking for Beltran, who's fresh off the bench and in action here, and he's in, and he's going to go for goal, and it's ambitious to take that one off the half volley when he had a runner, Requena. Sometimes when you're desperate for goals, you'll try anything. Oh, we're going to have a free kick. And that was Bernardo Torres getting up the backside of number 7, Mokamoto. So we're in the 69th minute, the reset here. It's still your Sioux Falls Thunder 0 and the visiting Dakota Fusion, top of the table, 0. Some people would say a draw against the team that's top of the division is a good result, but at some point, when you haven't won a game yet, and this is your 5th game, Dulce's got to get this right with the attack defender draped all over him, and he just barely gets that one out of danger there, and a loose pass by a Dakota Fusion player. It's going to be with the Sioux Falls Thunder for a throw-in. But back to my thought, you haven't won a game yet, and this is your 5th game. At this point, it doesn't matter what the competition is. You want to be winning, so let's see if the boys got some fire left in their bellies to go out and get a win here tonight with about 20 minutes left in this match. And I think Colton Douglas, number 10, has joined the match here. Now, when you swap out Nick North for Eric Bertrand, you're gaining some experience, but you're losing that pace. So we'll see how many chances. Nice cross in. Oh, and it's Ethan that's dealing with that, and he might have. Looks like the ball's still with the Fusion. And some good defending by Ethan, and we're away here. Requena. Oh, and he had the touch. If he could have played Beltran out to the left here, and maybe he just didn't know where he was. He was looking for him, maybe central, but Beltran had made the run out to the space in the left there. And Burke, and we're gonna have a free kick. Oh no! She says no. Get up, play on. Ball's crossed in. Oh, and it's number 11, and he's unmarked, and we have our first goal of the night. And it's a well-placed header into the left corner, beating Jack Howard for the first goal of the night.
Fusion goal, number 11, Felix Taube. Assist, number 7, Toshiki Makamoto.
Yeah, and that's the sub, Felix Baubing, and he'd been making a bunch of runs all night, but he finally gets his goal, and it comes off of a cross here right at the right from the end line there, right to his head, right to the back of the net. Sioux Falls Thunder 0, Dakota Fusion 1. Requeen is battling. He's trying to link with Beltran. They're playing some rondo here with each other. They're looking for a third teammate to combine with. But Beltran's going to go it alone. He should win a corner here, but that surely is out for a corner. Let's see if the Thunder can repeat the favor and drop a ball perfectly on one of their teammates' head and see if he can tuck it in one of the corners here. The Fusion mark both posts. Ball's going to go long. Burke's the first to it. And it's going to find Colton Douglas there, and it's defended for a Thunder throw-in. See if he can. Oh, that's good defending. Oh, what a ball. And there was a little pull there by Rutledge, and the ref's going to give it. And I'm wondering if she's going to her pocket there. Yeah, and she does. And Owen Rutledge is going to be cautioned for stopping a promising attack. There's no chance that there's anything more than a yellow. But I agree with the decision. Even if there's two defenders there, pulling a guy from behind isn't a natural. You're not making an attempt on the ball. So it's more of a cynical foul than, and that's number 3, and he's in the face of the ref again, and I believe he got cautioned for some sort of dissent, earlier in this half, and he's wearing the captain armband. He's got to be smart. Just because you're the captain doesn't mean you get to chirp at the referee, and she's already cautioned you, letting you know where her line is at. So he just needs to play and finish this next 15 minutes. But I mean, if he does get a second yellow, we'll definitely take it. Oh, and there's that man again. Oh, it's a double header, and he just couldn't keep that one down. But he's a proper center forward. He's come on. He scored a center forward goal with that header, and he's been making those runs in behind. So he's somebody that the Thunder are going to need to pay attention to and make sure that they mark him and know where he's at. And Kohler's looking for the run of Beltran, and it's a nice idea, but as I mentioned, there's nothing in that, is there? Yeah, I think it was just the coming together. The goalkeeper, at this point, if you're Dakota Fusion, you don't mind slowing things down. So, and Dosey, he's got some defending to do. I believe it last came off the attacking player, and I was correct. And that was similar to the situation on the weekend in the 90th minute when Fusion went long and Dosey kind of misread the flight of the ball and it cleared him. And then you had a Thunder player, unfortunately, just trying to cover for his defender, collided into the back of a Fusion player and conceded a penalty kick right there at the end of that game. And that was almost deja vu there. And it looks like the Thunder are going to go to the bench one more time. And they're going to turn to David Brizamani. Apologize on that one. But I've seen him play before in some of the leagues around town here. And he is a player who is known for his pace and his ability to put the ball in the back of the net. So hopefully he can come on the field and make an impact here in this last a quarter of an hour plus stoppage. And the Fusion are going again here. Another goal here would be a backbreaker. And it's with Babing. And he's going to square this one up and turn and play it out to the flank. And he's going to make the run in. Hopefully he's being tracked. And Ethan's there defending, working hard, trying to break this play up. But they're going to get a cross in, a low cross. Oh! And now it looks like Jack Howard and Babing is having words. Not sure what the situation is there.
On for Thunder, number 7, David Bizamani.
So Bizamani comes in for Bernardo Torres. And let's see if he can have an impact. He's going to deploy himself here into the left flank. Beltran's there, linking with Requena. And Bizamani might have an immediate impact. As Requena's driving, he's going to find him. His first touch is clean. He's going to drive by. I fancy him to have a shot. Oh, and he does. Oh, I don't mind the effort, but it's very ambitious to come off the bench and go for goal with your third touch. But like I said, he's been known to be able to put the ball in the back of the net. So, you know, he comes in, he gets that quick shot, and hopefully the jitters are all out and he can get his second shot, you know, more on target here. It looked like that ball was out of play. So all these restarts for the Thunder have to be on the double time because the clock is you know, partly their enemy right now. Penner's got to win this. Oh, and he doesn't. He's late to it. Fusion's attacking. And it's sprayed out to number 17. Good defended by Dosey, but he misses it. Oh, and I believe Jack made the save there. And what a save by him. He goes Superman mode. And he gets up, and he just gets enough of it to put it off, I believe, the underneath part of the football goal there. The football upright. I believe they're called goals, right? That's why it's called a field goal. I think you can call it a goal. And they go long here. Oh, and Beltran nicks it. He just doesn't get enough of it. And Fusion calmly collect it. And they look to just get back to their business as usual with the little rondo and moving the ball from left to right. Oh, and if Bizamani could have found it, it was there for him. But it just bounces off the touchline. Looks like Fusion's going to make a substitution here as well. Ball's going long there, and Jack's going to calmly let that one go over his head. And he quickly gets that ball back in play. Now, as we're rushing to put the ball back in play, especially coming from our goalkeeper, we just can't have any mistakes. Everybody's got to be turned on. Everybody's got to be on the same page. Goalkeeper and those two center defenders back there have to be on Bluetooth mode because they've got to know exactly what they're doing to not, you know, give away an easy chance here. But it looks like
Entering for Fusion, number 9, Richard Busmeister.
and as we wind down the finish of this game, this is the critical moments here, folks, and every touch, every pass has to be spot on. And Sanchez is going to go long here. He's looking for the run, and Rutledge is there to put that fire out. And number 9 is straight into the action here. Robert Busmeister. Busmeisters. There's an S there. Beltran a little late there, and it's collected by the Fusion. And, you know, I get the impression that this team knows how to close out a 1-0 win here. They just know how to knock the ball around. Sanchez is going to go long, though, and it looked like Busmeisters was in an offside position when that ball was played. And Jack, well off his line, comes and puts that back in play. And these defenders, and they lose the ball, and Jack better get home. And he does. But there's Bombing again. He goes for goal, and he just skies that one. And I'm not sure why players that close to goal try to put so much power behind their shots. I mean, he could have just simply passed that one into the net, and they would have, got it, that comfortable second goal here. McQueen is going to trip his player from behind, and Dakota Fusion wins a free kick. They put the ball back in play. But this is very similar to the game on Saturday. It was a very competitive match. Dakota Fusion got their first goal from a set piece, and I think there were some players on the Thunder team that thought there was a push that allowed for that goal to be allowed. Oh, ball clears Rutledge, and Jack's off his line, and he finds Dosey, and Dosey with a good touch, and then he just plays it up. And Dosey there again, and Requena's linking with. Oh, we're gonna have a yellow. Oh, he's on a yellow. I believe he's on a yellow. And that's, if I'm not, there it is. Yeah, there it is. There's a red card for him. Number 3, I believe. And that's Gael Gonzalez. My spotter is, he's
Second yellow, number 3.
He's on the second camera over here, so I've got my glasses on, but I called that one. So Spence doesn't get credit for that one. But again, you see these. I honestly don't think he needs to make that foul there.
They must have given it to somebody else. Nobody's coming off.
No, he's coming off right there.
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure. I think it's 2 yellows equals red, but I'm not sure. I don't think he needed to make that play. What's the situation here? Why is he? I'm not sure why the coach is out of his technical box arguing this here. Oh, he didn't realize that his player was on a yellow card. That's your fault, buddy. If I'm the referee, I'd tell him to get back to the technical box before he gets a yellow. There's some stomping coming from the stands down below. The fans are really trying to get behind the Thunder here as we near, the twilight of this match here. But Rutledge is going to be over this. It's going to be he's just going to swing it away from the goalkeeper, hopefully. And I'm not sure what we're waiting on here. The referee and the coach are having a stare down of some sort. So they're waiting for the player to leave the technical area. Again, not sure the confusion down there, but I'm sure there'll be some time added for that little bit of a delay there. Now Rutledge on the kick, and he swings it. It's going to clear everyone, and Colton Douglas keeps it in play. Oh, we're going to have a foul, and she might be reaching for her pocket again. Oh, and I thought Bismani was away without the foul there. But again, another opportunity for the Thunder to get something out of this set piece. But the ball has to be better than that last one. And it doesn't have to be perfect. You just need to put it in a good area. And anything can happen. Oh, it's Rutledge again. And Colton's there. They came off of... Oh, they missed it. It came off the back of the Dakota Fusion player as Douglas headed it off the defender. And... unfortunately, the referee didn't have the right angle on that one, and unfortunate, it's just going to be a goal kick. He can't get them all right, folks. It's a big field. And there's no VAR in this league, so. Goalkeeper goes long. There's bombing again. Oh, he's goal side of the defender there, Ethan. Thunder has some defending to do. And that's Busmeisters. And he's wearing that number 9. You know he looks like a proper center forward. He's got some size to him. And it looked like he came from an offside position challenging for that. But we play on. It looks like it's coming back for a free kick somewhere. Or did it hit the referee? Or what's going on here? I'm not sure. Oh, she's doing a drop ball. It must have came off of her then. I didn't see that. I missed that. Sanchez goes long. And Jack calmly deals with that. But they've got to get moving here. We're in the 89th minute. And it's with Rutledge. And some good defending there by the... Oh, and it looks like Fusion's going to sub here. Number 8 is coming on for them.
Entering for Fusion, number 8, Alex Benitez.
Alex Benitez. And number 7 has come off. Makomoto. But this Dakota Fusion team, they're a good outfit. You can see why they're top of the group here. We're going to have a corner kick here. It looks like that's Colton Douglas standing over this. And it's a good ball. Oh, and everybody's up for it. But it clears everybody. But it looks like Dosey's going to collect it and keep it in play. And it's with Burke. And he was looking for the return of Dosey, but it's still going to be with the Thunder. Oh, and a beautiful pass out to Colton. Colton, let's see what we can get out of this. Looks like that might be Rutledge over there. He's going to swing one in. It's a good ball, and the goalkeeper's there. And that's some good goalkeeping by Sanchez there. And I think she put her hands up, and I think maybe 5 minutes of stoppage. 6 minutes of stoppage time. So let's start the old watch here. Oh, we've got a player down here, and that's number 21, Colin Burke. And he was the one that was challenging the goalkeeper. Oh, good sportsmanship by the goalkeeper. He goes over and gives him some water there. Not quite sure that'll do the job, but...
Friday, June 14th, at home again against Siouxland United. That means kicks off at 6 p.m. Pre-game tailgate with our friends at Roundhouse Brew Pub, with pizza provided. And you can get one of our stainless steel co-branded mugs for $20. The mug gets you $1 off each snap drink game day and the first drink the rest of the week.
So Burke's back on his feet here. And Sanchez is going to go along with it. Dosey's up for it. And that was it's with Rutledge and it's with Requena. Oh, and he was trying to link with Kohler. And just a loose pass there. And Babing is in again here. And he's got to go 1v1 with Dosey. Oh, and he sprays it out to the left to a free runner. Oh, and we're going to have our second goal of the night, and that was well done by the Dakota Fusion. So number 11 comes into play, scores a goal and assists on the second goal, and that might just do it, folks.
Fusion goal number 18, Takumi Sato. Assist,
Takumi Sato on the goal,
Felix Babe.
and Felix Babame is now the man of the match here with the goal and assist, and pretty much ending all hope for a Sioux Falls Thunder victory tonight. We'd like to take a moment to thank our championship sponsors, First Premier, Matinee Accounting, the Roundhouse. Thank you also to our League One sponsors, First Premier Bank and Premier Bank Card, Waterbury, Lewis, Your First Stop, Hague Realtor, Justin and Senti Pfeiffer, Roundhouse Brew Pub, Pepsi, Dakota Times, Culligan, Avera Orthopedics, Matinee Accounting and Technologies, Dakota Neighborhood Dental, and Inca Salsa. And it's again, it's a very similar result from Saturday night. Up in North Dakota, where the game was back and forth, and there was moments for the Thunder and moments for the Fusion. But I have to tell you, folks, and that's Rutledge still working hard. He's going to win a free kick. I think this Fusion team has proven why, you know, their record is what it is. They don't concede a bunch of goals, and they score goals, and they've just got a way about how they play, and each player kind of knows what the next guy's going to do, and the ball doesn't stick to any one area or any one player's feet. And Dosey's going to try to pick out a cross. Belchan's challenging for it. The Fusion's there to win it. And number 9's looking for number 11. Dosey's got some defending to do, and he cuts that out. And to be fair, the Thunder have defended well all season. You know, they've given up a couple goals here and there, but they defend really well. It's just at the under end of the field that they're really struggling to find some identity. I think this might be, well, this will for surely, if they don't score, this will be 2 games in a row with no goal, and I think 1 goal in the last 3 games. So it's just, you know, it's tough when you bring in, you know, new players, new coaches. You know, you got John Akiri and Nico Reinhardt, you know, their first season here with the Thunder, and they're, you know, coaching college up at Dakota Wesleyan. John on the women's side and Nico on the men's side, and they've got some familiar faces down there. There's a few Dakota Wesleyan players down there to work with, but, you know, you throw, you know, a handful of players from this team and a handful of players from that team, and, you know, some guys that have recently graduated high school and some guys that recently graduated college, and you try to, you know, build a team. And they've got one half of the field down because they've got a really good goalkeeper in Jack Howard. They've defended well. They've got good defenders in Dosey and Glissendorf, and, you know, one of their other defenders got hurt in that Duluth game. And so the midfield has been pretty solid tonight. Ball's whipped in. It's dealt with fairly easy. Dosey's got to get there because there's an empty net at the other end here. Oh, and Kohler does well there. We might still have something on, and he just leaves the pass a little short, and it's dealt with and ricocheted out for a goal kick. But again, there's some positives in this performance, and there's been some positives in all their performances this year. It's just that they've got to find, you know, a guy or a couple guys that can, you know, put the ball in the back of the net, and that's really that's the object of the game, is scoring goals, and right now the Thunder are just struggling in that department. So, but all the games have been exciting, and they're still a very good watch here, and that's full time, folks.
End of the match. Fusion 2,
All right, so as the PA announcer said, Dakota Fusion come down from
Thunder's next match is
North Dakota
Friday
and get the victory. And you can see the boys left it all out on the field here.
Thunder fans, thanks for coming tonight and travel safe.
All right, and please join us Friday, June 14th at our home game against Siouxland United. Festivities kick off at 6 p.m. Pre-game and tailgate with our friends at the Roundhouse Brew Pub with pizza provided, and you can get one of the stainless steel co-branded mugs for $20. The mug gets you $1 off each tap, drink, game day, and the first drink the rest of the week. We'll have some fun giveaways Friday, including stacks of free kid t-shirts and the first kids here thank to Dakota Times, Inca Salsa, Justin, and Senta Pfeiffer, Hague Realtors. We also are welcoming our guest from Make-A-Wish, South Dakota, to add some additional fun announcements and giveaways at halftime. If you're part of a local team and interested in doing walkouts or being a ball boy or girl during our game, please find Naomi and give her your name and number at the gate. We love to work with you for our upcoming games this season or next season. So again, thank you for joining us, Thunder Live. My man Eric on the camera, Spencer on the binoculars. Sorry we didn't have any of the field sound tonight, but hopefully we can get that sorted out for our next match Friday. And that's that I-29 rival coming up the road here. Hopefully, you know, that'll be a nice rivalry with that team down in Sioux City. But we've got Midwest Regionals President's Cup in town this weekend as well, so I suspect the crowd might be a little bigger than normal. A lot of soccer going on in Sioux Falls, guys, so thank you for joining us tonight, and continue to support the beautiful game. Good night.